as the crossover is brought to you by the California Academy of Sciences. Every visit supports the Academy's mission to regenerate the natural world. Learn more and reserve your ticket at calacademy.com. Evan Giddings, Matt Steinmetz, Mark Willard back. Good to have you back. And, of course, Dan Dibley. What's going on, boys?
Well, hello, gentlemen.
Hey-o.
Steiny, this is very big of you. It's very big of you what you've done today, and I mean that literally.
You're saying that because the camera shot.
Yeah. I can't believe you went and sat in the fat chair. That's amazing. That's really nice of you.
Selfless.
Yeah.
Absolutely selfless.
Point guard.
Yeah. I dream about having a partner that would be that selfless. But as we discussed out in the green room, he said there's not a chance.
No days off.
You could lead the show, but I'm not sitting in the fat chair.
Gotcha.
It's about the chair, not the role.
Are you sure I could lead the show?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you can.
I mean, I do when you're going and actually ratings skyrocket. But it'd be tough for you to talk block me in the B chair.
I don't know if it is.
You'd find a way.
No, why? Why? There's something like you're not allowed to talk first if you're sitting over there. The microphone works
Guru
just as
does.
well. I know.
Oh, all the time.
Guru has no problem with
So
talking first.
why'd you have to switch
But it pisses
seats?
you off.
Why'd you have to sit over there, I guess?
Because
I'm a snob.
Evan asked me
Okay. No, great.
what I thought of. Evan's a
Good
play-by-play guy. He's used to it. I don't know.
I mean, I
didn't really
don't necessarily think of
I
it
don't really
as the
think too
power
much of
chair, but I will say it is much easier to talk block people when
Yes.
you're the one bringing us in and out of breaks.
Well, and
that's
when you're
true.
over there,
Sure.
you can actually bring the callers in. You can't overhear. You can actually play
okay.
sound.
See, I didn't
You
even know
can't
that.
overhear.
I didn't know
You
that.
can actually key the break, which you don't do, but you can do it there, but you can't do it over here.
Right.
So there are many things you can do over there that you can't do in the B chair.
I wouldn't know. I've never sat over there.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just learned
I
three
often-
things I could do in this chair.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're essentially Carmelo Anthony. Because you just refuse to take a lesser role.
I got him more as an Allen Iverson. It's,
ouch.
Yeah, he's a great scorer.
Hall of Famer, though.
He's elite. Yeah, he's Hall of Famer.
Listen, I know my worth.
No doubt.
I know my worth, and I'm not afraid of that. So
I was your
talking
weekend?
about the A chair.
Yeah, exactly. It was great, except for I was bummed to hear that summer arrived here as I was searching for it in Tahoe.
So the weather stunk in Tahoe?
It was like mediocre is kind.
Mediocre.
Saturday was fine. Sunday was like a windstorm. Yesterday was downright cold. Being out on the water, we got Saturday morning, and other than that, that was about it. So it was a little bit more of a forest trip than a water trip.
Blindsided.
But I'm not going to complain. We got to go to Tahoe. It was incredible.
Exactly.
It's incredible. It was up there with the kids. They brought Father's Day gifts that were wrapped.
Nice.
I mean, come on.
You had
That's
a favorite,
awesome.
didn't you?
I mean, well,
You know what?
Shout out to the lovely Christy who actually coordinated that. It's not like the kids thought of it themselves and took them to Target. But anyway,
That's cool.
You wouldn't
It was-
believe.
I mean, it was touching. It was very touching. Happy Father's Day to you,
Yeah, of
gentlemen.
course.
as
Hey,
well.
thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Can I just say
That was
this?
the first one to offer that to you. Happy Father's Day, Steiny.
How about this?
Okay, how about it?
It was a great Father's Day.
Good.
2 out of my 3 daughters wished me a happy Father's Day.
Remembered.
Both by text, but
Yep.
nevertheless,
What time did the text come?
it was early.
Oh, that's
early.
no, that's
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
one's in London, one's in
That's
D.C.
meaning. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe
That's
because
why.
of the time
Yeah,
difference.
totally.
I've gotten them before at 10:45 at night, and I'm like, you little, you
Buzzer
forgot.
beater.
You
Count it.
forgot.
Yeah.
The red light was not on.
Damn.
And I got, you're not even going to believe this.
So
What?
the in-house daughter.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Not even a text from inside the house.
Well, she knew she had 24
Nothing.
hours, so you might as well just
Not
push
even
it.
like a punch in the leg. Like,
Nope.
hey, bro.
Nope.
And then
Not a
nothing.
thing. She
knew.
And then nothing yesterday.
Dude.
Like, whoops,
No.
I forgot.
No.
Not even a, can I use the car?
All right.
No. Susan, it's me a pair of toenail clippers,
Oh, God.
and she made me
amazing.
subtle.
Now, in fairness,
That's amazing.
she did make me gumbo on Sunday, which I
Okay.
love. But
Okay.
that's about it.
Only after
Hey.
you clipped your toenails.
That was
Yeah,
about it.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
listen. Food
Dude,
is a win. I think any Father's Day gift that is not asking you to go to work is amazing. Somehow, if you look at the way Mother's Day and Father's Day are marketed, it's unbelievable. Here comes Mother's Day. We celebrate it for about 4 weeks.
At least.
Everybody flips over sideways. People are going to spas. People are gathering. They're eating. They're champagning. They're losing their minds.
Rosé.
Here comes Father's Day, and it's like, let's get him a weed whacker. Or how about a tie? And I'm like, my goal in life is to never wear a collared shirt. If I got a collar on and I'm not at a golf course, I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm ticked. So the marketing of this whole thing is so off. So I'm excited.
It's a joke.
I'm excited by this. My kids and Christy got me a new bathing suit for summer travel.
Big.
And they also surprised me with their coming down after the show tonight. And we're going.
Well, they plan on using it this weekend.
Going to Giants.
Yeah, it's
game.
big. It's
Yeah,
big.
no
cool.
collared shirts, no tools that I wouldn't even know how to use. We're not doing that stuff.
I got a baby, 9 months old, as
Yeah,
you know,
and a
Steiny.
bunch of problems.
Well, the baby's got to pass, and
I
I told my boys, all I want from my boys is words. I've told them this
is a
all
great
in the past.
point.
All I
It's a
want
great
from my
point.
boys, words. Make me a card and write down some words. Tell me how you feel about me, us, you, life, all that. And the card I got from my two sons, unbelievable.
Oh.
I got about 120 words from the 22-year-old. I got about 67 words from the 20-year-old.
That's
and they
a lot.
They
That's a
both.
lot.
I'm going to borrow from Guru and say they hit me in the cardiac.
Yep.
Because I don't want, you're going to get me a sleeve of balls,
No.
whatever. You don't know that I play Shrikshan.
How many words you got? A lot. That was really good.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
I want words, bro.
Yeah.
And so Quest actually.
I want words.
My son Quest, who's 22, gave us a brief reflection of the arc of our relationship and where it's come and where it's going and how happy he is and this and that. And little man, gave me a couple of thanks and a shout out to his baby sister. All I want is words.
Yeah.
I don't
That's awesome.
want crap. I don't want to be ignored. A text message would be fine, but I told the boys, all I want is words. Take
starting
5
to
minutes out of
tingle.
your day and think about me, think about us, and use your pen.
Put together a tweet to dad.
Not a tweet. I want a card.
120.
I want to keep it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want a tweet. I don't want an IG like one of those screen caps where you
just tag you in it?
No, exactly. Give me a card.
No, but see,
spend
the
$4
only cards
and
I
write
want,
down words.
but I want that without having to ask for it because then it robs it a little bit.
No, I didn't ask for it, but they
Okay.
know that's what I
Okay,
want.
they know.
They
They
know.
know. Yeah.
And traditionally, when they were younger, they would hand do cards.
Yes.
For mom and for me.
That's nice.
Yeah, I got.
But now that
three-
he's 22, he's like not pulling out the crayons anymore.
I got 3 cards. One of them was handwritten, and
He's 9.
except for it was actually the oldest. But anyway, it was the best. It was the best words that I've gotten. Out of all 16
Exactly.
Father's Days in which I have participated.
Well, good.
Yeah.
No chore coupons from the kids at all.
No, they did not. They did not give me the opportunity.
I was big on that when I was younger.
Right.
It's funny. I was cleaning out a
Like,
drawer
we
yesterday.
got you the opportunity to spend more money on us.
I was cleaning out a drawer yesterday, and I saw this little stack of colored construction paper tied together by a piece of yarn, and I was flipping over, and I realized it was, "We'll wash your car. We'll vacuum your room. We'll make your bed.
How many years
We'll do
ago?
laundry."
How many years ago?
9 years ago.
Can't do it.
A lot of empty boxes next to the
Exactly.
words.
They even put the box so I could check off when they did
Yeah.
it. Not a one.
Well, that
a
sounds like a
single
you
check.
problem. You never turned in your coupons.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Any expiration date on that?
No.
You fly your daughter home from London
should.
and have her wash your car.
You should wait until they're like, their 40th birthday. Be like, all right, we're turning
Exactly.
it in. Come on
Seriously.
over. Make my bed.
Seriously.
There you go.
You know, I've been making my bed the last month or two.
As opposed to
What
Not
does that,
making it.
What does
Oh.
that mean, though? Like,
I'll tell
are
you what it
are-
means.
Are we doing a hospital corner? Are we
No,
tucking
no.
sheets in?
No.
Or are you just kind of straightening it?
Are you pulling? You're pulling the comforter.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
But there's
that's
something.
mature.
And I'm
That's-
sure that
that's being an
people,
adult.
I'm sure people in the listening audience know what I'm talking about. I was going through the social media, and there's this general out there who
Call the general.
the general said,
Thank you.
"Make your bed to start every day."
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah,
I saw this.
It'll give you right off the bat a
Yeah.
feeling of accomplishment that you
Accomplishment.
did something.
Yeah.
And then if the day
And I
goes
started
sideways,
doing it.
and if the day goes sideways, you come home and at least your bed was
That's
made.
right.
And
calming
so
presence.
you had that.
It's great. My brother Mikey 2.0, not Mikey 1.0, the famous Mikey 2.0, who he's 2.0 now, 5 years sober. Really proud of him. He actually coaches baseball. He coached, look. He coached his son when he was in the under 12s. And one of his big things is to his kids, make your bed. Tell your mom and dad you love them and make your bed. That's his big message. And so maybe he got that from the general, call the general.
Yeah.
But It's big. Make your bed every day if you can.
I need to
I'm
show
still
that.
working on
I
that
need to show
part.
that to my boys because they're terrible at it, and I'm horrible at enforcing it.
Well, and-
because I remember the conversations I had with my mom. I'm like, this is completely illogical. Like when I get back to it, I'm going to unmake it and get back into
Immediately
it. Why
unmake
am I
it.
adding
I was
steps
one
to the
of
process?
those guys.
Yeah, like I'm going to get back
My life
in.
has now changed. But here's the other thing: with a comfort, when I was a kid, when I was coming up, we had the sheet, we had the undersheet, then the sheet, then the blanket. Then like a comforter's easy. Yeah. It's one piece of linen. Pull it up.
It's pronounced Schmidt now, by the way, not sheet. It's Schmidt.
Okay.
Yeah, Schmidt
Also, here's the other thing:
Casey sheet.
if you put the pillow, you can go either way. Put the pillows on top, or put the comforter over the pillows. Just as long as you make it nice, it can look nice either way.
Yeah.
My excuse is generally there's a dog on top of the comforter. He sleeps in the bed, and
That's
so
the thing.
when I come back, I'm not going to kick him off, and I really don't want to make my bed. So
my bed is the dog's favorite spot, and so I can make the bed.
Penny.
And all she's got to do is make one jump, and the bed is completely unmade again. So I'm like, again, we're stuck in this logic process, and I'm losing. I'm just losing. So anyway.
You are listening to 95.7 The Game, KGFZ FM
yes, you are.
and HT1 San Francisco and Odyssey Station.
I tried to transition to Schmidt, and Steiny took it right back
Didn't
to
take the
making
bait.
beds again. So, I tried.
What about Casey? Big walk yesterday. Number 2 in his major league career?
Yeah, that was.
He's allergic to those.
That was actually the most stunning moment of the entire night. But
3 of those pitches that he couldn't have swung out with a 17-foot long 2x4.
seriously.
That Padre pitcher was struggling.
Garcia?
Which one?
Yeah, so was the next
The
one.
one before the lafty at least came in and got Jock out.
Oh,
but-
Yes.
Kerr's kid?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Garcia. And actually, I don't know about you guys. I felt like the 35,000 had something to do with it because Garcia was absolutely rattled.
And that's your
Correct me if
team, right?
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. The guy who
across the
came
bridge.
Not last night.
Not
who
last
came in to get Jock was the third pitcher of the inning.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So you had 2 guys who couldn't throw a strike.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That was fun.
Timestamp, Chasey Schmidt.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
that's
because the
not bad.
second guy was Drew Carlton.
That's
He
not
was
bad.
actually
Yeah,
on
Is
the
that a
double A
three
team I worked
for
for. back in the day.
timestamp?
It's a 2.
Okay. Yeah,
It's a 2.
I like
I
one
mean,
more timestamp.
I thought it
It
was
would have been a
Exactly. Cranberries.
3
But
had he
I'm-
not drawn a walk
No,
last
but
night.
I'll give it a 3. I'm well rested though. I'm in a great mood.
Number 3.
Yeah, I haven't worked in 3 days, and the Giants have won every game since the last week and a half. So
That's right.
yeah. No, last night felt like an arrival. I thought. I'm going tonight. I did not go last night, but I've thought that watching on TV, you could tell right away. We got the vibe has come home from the road trip.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a 7-game win streak, Matos' home debut, the fact that it was against the Dodgers, but 35K, and there was an energy to it. You could hear it even through the TV. It was loud. I know it was a holiday, but I also know that a holiday still means that it's a work night.
It's a Monday.
And
Not really.
in theory, there would be fewer people working in the city. Like, I'm going tonight, and I'm curious to see if they can back that thing up.
29.
29 tonight?
You had 25 earlier.
I'll take the over.
Coming up.
Really?
I'll take the over.
I think the Padres are a sneaky little road team draw.
No doubt. And you could hear some Padre fans. Like, they
you could.
travel a little bit. But no, this team last night, I thought for the first time it was like you felt the energy of Giants fans in a way that we probably haven't in a year and a half.
True.
And then I watched what they did and the way they played, and it came to me, Steiny. It popped into my head. Everything that everyone's been saying for the last 3 years, I go, I got it. Okay, last year was the fluke. Last year was the fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the year before.
Not the 107 wins.
Last year was the fluke.
Not the 107.
No.
I threw
Last
away
year was
my
the fluke,
notes.
which means this year they're going to win 106. Last year was the
Not
fluke.
an aberration.
In the Gabe Kapler,
I got 4
Farhan
hours of
Zaidi
this.
era.
Thank you.
In the
Good
Gabe Kapler, Farhan Zaidi era, I would contend that based on our thoughts going into a season, last year was the only one in which they did not overachieve.
They did exactly what we thought they would do.
When?
81 and 81.
I didn't
last
think they'd
year.
do that. They're coming off a $107. People thought
Which
they were
was
gonna
a
do-
fluke.
No, last year was the fluke.
Well, last year, did you think that they would go 98
Yeah, I thought
and
they'd win,
64?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought they would be a winning team. I thought
They were winning-ish.
But no, they weren't.
They were winning adjacent.
They finished 81 and 81.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah,
that's not winning. That's not more wins than losses. It's the same number.
Right.
And they had to crawl and claw to get there at the end of the year.
If you take out Kapler's 8-16 start, the COVID year, look at his record. Look at his record.
So is it his record
You love to
or
play
is it
both sides of this.
Farhan's record?
you know
and you
it.
did it with Shanahan, and now you're doing it with Kapler.
No.
That's his guy.
No, because you tried to
they're
bury
very
Shanahan for a long time.
They get haircuts at the
These are
same
facts.
place. He's just,
Do I look like Guru?
No, but you're in a seat.
No.
And you tried to
Exact
bury
opposite.
Shanahan, and then
Wrong.
he got hot, and then you flipped the script on it.
It's
Never
very
fired
simple.
him.
Shanahan came here 2 years, they didn't win. Then they won. Then the next year they had injuries. Then the 5th year, they got off to a bad start. At that point, you're saying, what do we got here? You telling me he's only going to make the playoffs 1 out of his first 5 years? That's a big difference. Now he makes it his second year. I think they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Then the next year they do it again. Well, now it's over.
Yep.
Now it's over. If the Giants go to the postseason this year, I think Farhan and Kapler are kind of golden for another couple years.
And I think they already are. Unless something goes totally sideways, because now here are the actual differences from 2021 to now. 2021 they were playing way better. But no, think about this now. I thought Baggerly had a line that crushed it on this. 2021, it felt like the Giants had figured out some sort of a formula, and they were playing that formula really well, the analytics, and it led to a bunch of wins. This year, they actually feel like they have a good team.
Exactly.
And they are now injecting farm system players who are showing up and succeeding. So if you do that, I'll ask you guys, what is this organization not doing well right now?
Well, who's having a bad year?
Big name free
Okay,
agents.
and that's absolutely.
Who's having a bad year this year?
However,
in terms of what you're talking about,
the argument could be made that that's not even
the
a good
guys they
thing to
paid
do.
money to.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah.
My point is
Who's not having a good year?
Mania, Stripling, Conforto, and Hannigan.
Mania is actually now fine. He's been very good since a bumpy start. Haniger, that's a wash. He might miss the rest of the year.
Sure.
So
my point is
Stripling.
The guys that they brought in.
Exactly.
I don't want to say
agency,
a real Giants fan, because that's
Not
not what
all
I
of them.
mean, but like just somebody who loves the Giants. This is better. The way they're 40 and 32 now is better than had they gotten Correa and been 40 and 32.
Well,
For sure.
it's a lot more connected.
No doubt.
I asked this the second Schmidt was going on his little 2-week thing where everybody was excited about it. Would you like your left side of the infield to be Schmidt and Davis or Correa and Crawford? Because that's what it was going to be.
Exactly.
And Davis, don't leave out Davis.
Correa's
Davis
on the
has been
shelf.
fantastic.
Why did the Warriors and the first Giants team resonate? It's because they all were homegrown for the most part. The 3 Warriors and then all the Giants, Lincecum, Kane, Baumgartner, all the names. Well, you got to give this a chance for these guys to be them, because that's what creates the phenomenon that was the Giants from 2010 to 2014, and it's what creates, I know it's simple, but it's kind of the difference between Durant and Curry. Like, Durant was never going to be Curry.
Yeah.
Because Curry's here. If these guys can produce, they're going to be...
You also have to allow for them to fail. And that's going to be the next step of this.
You're right.
Well, Schmidt is kind of doing that right now, and
he is.
They're not reacting to that, and that's good.
Well, because they're winning.
Yeah,
so
and
it's
the
hard
rest
to
of the
react
guys
to it
around
when you're
him are
winning.
playing
And
well.
it's easier to do what you're saying, Steiny, when you've won 7 in a row and now you're 8 games above 500, and it feels like forever ago where we were wondering if they could even be back to 500 at all, and now they're 8 above and they're threatening Arizona, and Arizona's coming in next, and it feels like when we circle back to this point next week, they might be in first place.
They might be. They might also lose 6 in a row, and they could be right back at 500. But I look at this, and when people go, "Oh, this is all easy to say because they've won 8 in a row," well, hold on a second. They've actually won 23 of their last 32, and
34 and 19 since 6 and 13.
Over the last 6 weeks, this has been essentially the best team in baseball.
Right.
So this is not a good week. It's not a good week and a half. It's been a good 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And because injury has come and they look deep, they look like they're able to handle it. It is a mix of, because it's funny, you look at the young guys who come up, people go, okay, Bailey, Schmidt, Matos. Who are the three guys? And I was teasing Krug about this because before the year, and even 2 weeks ago, he's like, enough with these mediocre vets. All right, well, who are the three guys that he was essentially ticked off about before the year? Yaz, Slates,
Lamont,
and Wade.
Three.
And they've all in their own way been on some level of good to fantastic.
For sure.
And that's probably what the spreadsheet says, is that this is more of the player they are than the ones that they were last year.
That's what's big, because those guys are controllable. They may not be as young, but they're cheap, they're controllable, they're producing. And yeah, this is a year where it's like, okay, was 21 you? Or was 22 you?
Well, honestly, the answer to me lies probably somewhere in the middle. Like, I don't look at the 107 team as a 107 win team, but that doesn't mean that a 95 or 100 win team is not a good team.
Exactly.
And they can absolutely be that this year. And the biggest reason to me why that is, who in the NL is scaring you? Steiny's team, the Braves right now, are
Steiny's
world
team.
beaters.
Wait, what?
Oh, Bright brought him up earlier. Sorry.
You did the same thing Guru does.
What?
You say
Put words in
something
your
incendiary that I never said.
He's got
He's
no team.
a big mouth.
Oh, he's
a big mouth.
He's got
No
like
team.
6
He
teams.
says, who in the National League are you afraid of? Nobody's afraid of anybody in the National League. And I go, what about the Braves? Oh, yeah, well, the Braves. They're not my team.
Well, they became your team immediately.
He's got no team until September. Then he'll have a team.
Thank you.
Don't be disrespectful.
By the way,
The
speaking of
Diamondbacks,
teams,
the Dodgers,
the
Dads.
Because if you thought, and I got to try to get the name, Jama Mahalalela's absence,
Jama Malalela.
Malalela's departure was important. What about Sean Livingston's?
Well, I don't know.
For family.
I don't know that. Well, that was the one I'm like,
What are you shaking your head about?
What did he do?
He left.
No, but what did he do when he was
What did he
here?
do before he
What
left?
did Sean do when he was here?
He epitomized this culture.
I don't want epitome. I want actual duties.
They lost two guys who were at the front of the line when it came to culture.
Player
Myers
engagement.
and
Yeah,
Livingston.
what did they call it? Player engagement?
Director of player engagement.
Player engagement. I didn't know
That just
somebody
means he
needed to tell
texts
the players to engage.
He texts the guys when they're
Steph,
late to practice.
We're going to need you to play tonight. There's a
Right.
game. Oh, there's a game? Okay, thanks,
Draymond,
Sean.
I need you to be engaged tonight.
How
I'm
about
thinking
Draymond
of
on
it
the
this way.
south of France with LeBron?
No problem.
Okay.
he
pisses
was
me
wearing
off.
purple and gold
Did it really?
underpants.
Kinda.
Did
He's
it?
going to LA.
The way he
I'm still
flaunted
saying
it.
he's not going anywhere.
Exactly.
You wanna
So why
bet?
are you
Who wants to bet?
If they want to
Who
pay
wants to
him
bet?
$90 million, then Joe Lacob is a fool, and I'll
wants-
put my name
Who
on it right
wants to
now.
bet? Who wants to bet on Draymond's
Jeez.
next team? You can have the field. I'll take the Warriors.
I'll take the odds if you want to give odds, because the odds are that he'll return to the Warriors. So Captain
So
Chalkenstein
why'd
over
you
here.
just say he's a Laker then?
Because I like to live outside the margins.
I see.
I don't do pom-pom chalk radio. I try to keep it edgy.
I don't think
I
it's
keep it real.
I don't think it's a done deal, but that's just a hunch.
I don't think it's what that he stays.
No, I think he's going to stay.
Yeah, so do
but
I.
I just don't think it's a done deal.
No, of course it's not, or else it would be. But I always think of when people have press conferences, we know that they're guarded. We know that they're not saying all of the truth, right? We know this. Okay, so what do they have to say that can move the press conference toward being finished, and what can we take from it? Why would the Warriors put themselves in the position of stating, we are unequivocally dead in the water, we are not a title contender if he leaves? Why would they say that if they thought they were going to lose him?
Because the only reason I could think of is maybe that was Kerr's way of saying to Joe Lacob, we got to have this guy back, so we can't be wavering one way or the other.
But Mike said it too, with Joe sitting right next to him.
I know.
So, I mean,
Well, Draymond says he wants to be a Warriors, and then he opts out. So,
but he was always going to opt out.
Right. So that he
Opting
can,
out doesn't
is Joe
have
gonna give him
anything.
3 years and $90 million.
There was the point is it was never going to be an opt-in. No matter what you're going to do, it was never ever. This is actually, when I saw this yesterday, it's interesting that it didn't get announced. I guess this is what people wanted, for it to be announced at the same time. Draymond is opting out and has agreed to a new 3-year, $70 million deal with the Warriors. And it didn't go that way. Outside of that, this is a non-story. It got reported last week. Then it gets reported again. And Woj, even in reporting it, said it is fully expected that the Warriors and Draymond will come to an agreement, and that part gets buried, and we all run with, oh my God, he's opting out. He's in France with LeBron. Like, of course he opted out.
Of course he's in France with LeBron.
Who
destined to reunite
Who doesn't
with the
travel
Golden
with
State
their
Warriors.
friends when summer comes?
Right.
The one thing I'll say is usually when you sign it's a no-brainer. No-brainer.
Right.
There is a little, they're at a very different juncture than they've ever been. He's older than he's ever been. And maybe there's a separation in numbers there that he's not good with.
Or maybe it's about something else.
Maybe.
Maybe it's about the roster.
Maybe.
Is he going to make less than Jordan Poole this year?
Let
me ask you, just answer that. Answer that question. Is he
might.
going to make less than Jordan Poole?
He might.
Will he be okay with that?
He'll
might.
have to be.
Yeah,
He might.
man.
I wouldn't be
to
if
me,
I were him.
But you know
Jordan
what?
Poole walks into training camp.
But you know what?
Hey, Draymond, you want to hold a little bit?
See,
I can spot you a little bit if you need it.
But here's the thing.
Oh my God, no
The
chance.
smile you have right now is
No
the
chance.
same smile you had when you said there's no chance Draymond would come off the bench in the Kings series. Zero
Different
chance.
smile.
It
Much
looks the
different
same to me.
smile. No, this
I
smile
think
is much bigger and much more hilarious to me.
I think you guys put thoughts in Draymond's head because of who he is as a player that don't.
Coming off the bench
necessarily
does
fit.
not affect his pockets. Making less than Jordan Poole affects a lot.
Well, I mean,
I think.
But your worth is your market is what your market is.
Sure.
So maybe
Sure.
he'll get 28. What's Jordan getting? 28 point what?
27.5
27
this year.
Yeah.
I
And it
agree.
goes
I
up.
think,
He's got to
maybe-
make at least $1 more than Jordan next year.
unless
would
they
be-
get rid of Jordan before they resign.
There
would
you
be-
go.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
Exactly.
All right,
Well,
Evan,
leave you
this
guys
is
to
when
it.
you wrap it up.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, ask me a question. Ask me a question.
How's your weekend?
No.
No,
Steiny
he
knows
wants
the
you to
question.
ask him what's on
Come
the
on.
show today. Don't
Oh,
do it.
hey,
Don't
hey,
do
What do
it.
you got coming up on the show today?
Keaton Wynn is going to join us this hour.
Sweet.
Keaton Wynn.
5 innings.
Yeah.
Dominant baseball
and then-
yesterday.
And then we're going to do our show.
Do you like this? Hey, ask him.
What?
Now, when Patrick Bailey came out and calmed him down.
Yeah.
Just calmed
Well,
him
it was
down.
it's his second career outing.
Yeah.
Patrick is a
Well,
big
he's Patrick
vet compared
guy.
to Keaton
Yeah,
Wynn.
Patrick's been around forever.
Patrick's been around
You know
since
what?
Tuesday.
I may come out and
Last
say
Tuesday.
it. Buster who?
Oh, stop it.
That's
Wow. That's coming up. Willard and Dibs.
Get outta here.
95.7 The Game.